least you're getting used to the studio. I'm sitting here marking time.
Jim, I thought you were going to reactivate your drama group and start classes again.
Well, I have this little problem in my life that I have to resolve first. Besides, I've sold everything. I got to start all over again.
Well, sometimes things are better the second time around.
I can't go forward. I can't go backward. I can't even scrounge up the rent.
Stop worrying. I told you you can come up with the rent when you come up with it. It's no problem.
I appreciate that, Chad. You know, it'd help if we could do what we talked about. If I could move into the upstairs room and move out of that dump that I'm living in now. Then I wouldn't have to pay 2 rents.
Fine. It certainly won't interfere with my work.
Great. What's, all this?
I have Jody Travis dropping by any minute. She's sitting for me this morning, and I've been commissioned to paint her portrait.
Oh, I see. Well, then I'll get out of your way, Rembrandt. Hi, Jody.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm surviving.
Oh.
You okay?
I'm doing great.
Great. All right.
See you later. Hi.
Hi.
Well, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly this dingy old place seems a bit brighter this morning.
Looks the same to me.
How are you, Jody? Did you have a nice birthday?
Yes, I did. My birthday was wonderful. And, I'm just a little nervous about having my portrait painted.
Well, it's not like going to the dentist, believe me. If you'll have a seat right here, please.
Okay. Chad, I don't know if I'm going to make a very good model. I mean, I'm usually too hyper to sit still.
Well, we'll start out easy then, a half an hour or so. The main thing is to relax. You don't have to smile for now. Let's see. 3/4, I think, so if you'll turn a little bit to your right and raise your head a little bit, that's it.
I feel like a marionette.
Lucky me, I get to pull the strings.
She's up there now. Shall we go?
Be patient.
Pietro, it is broad daylight. There are people walking around everywhere. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Of course I'm sure.
Tyler, this story about Skylar Whitney is the most incredible thing I've ever heard. 2 men who look identical, one pretending to be the other gets killed, and then the real Skylar tries to come home to pick up his life and his fortune, if this guy is the real Skylar.
Well, I guess there's no doubt about it now, is there?
I don't know about that. I think it's going to take an awful lot of proving to smooth this all out.
Obviously, Michael Carr told you the whole story.
Yeah, he did. He's moving very slowly with all the legal aspects, but personally, he believes the man's genuine. So does Nancy, so does Geraldine. I want to see for myself.
Well, I'd have a drink before I do if I were you. When I saw the guy, it almost knocked me off my feet.
So you're not a skeptic any longer either, huh?
No, I'm not. Chief, tell me, has Raven seen this guy?
Yes, she has. She passed out at the very sight. Geraldine had to call Miles in to give her some medical attention.
Well, that's no wonder. I'm sure she was freaked out of her mind.
I tell you, the only real proof that this guy is who he says he is Raven's confession.
Wait a minute, what confession?
She blabbed the whole thing into a tape recorder. Now, this is something that I don't quite understand myself. I don't know why she would have made a confession. It makes her an accomplice in this attempt to defraud. Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll come out in the wash.
Well, have you heard this tape?
No, but I'm very anxious to.
Well, so am I. You know what it means if it's true. It means that guy I chased all over Switzerland was Jefferson Brown after all.
Yes, it does. So this obsession of yours can finally be laid to rest. You got your man, even though you didn't realize it.
No, I didn't get him, Chief. Some unidentified sniper got him.
Well, you've had corroboration of his death. That should be enough for you.
Oh, it's not enough. Look, if Jefferson Brown is dead, it just means that it's going to be impossible for me to ever exonerate my father from treason.
You know your father's innocent. Let it rest.
I want the whole damn world to know. Look, the name Fowler Wilcox is still a dirty word in some circles. I tried so hard to try to get Raven... Wait a minute.
What now?
I remember on the plane coming back from Switzerland, Raven told me that Jefferson Brown was dead. Absolutely, she said. There could be no mistake. Now, she knew all the time that Jefferson Brown was the cause for my father's death. Why didn't she tell me? She knew the truth, and she never said anything. I don't understand. Why did she do this to me?
Coming.
Oh, well,
I can see by the look on your face that you were expecting someone other than me.
yes, I am. Certainly I wasn't expecting you, not after the fiasco of the other night. What do you want?
Well, I'd like to go on in and talk to you.
Well, I guess I can't stop you. But as I said, I'm expecting someone.
Yeah. I imagine that was pretty embarrassing for you the other evening.
No, I'd say it was more embarrassing for you. You were the one who was fumbling around with the tape that had absolutely nothing on it.
Yeah. I was right, though. The tape had been switched. It's all right here, but not that it matters.
You're right. It doesn't matter to me either.
But Valerie, if this tape did nothing else but prove to you that I haven't been lying, I'd be satisfied.
Yes, but you see, I don't really care.
You will. I played it for Aunt Geraldine and for the district attorney.
Really? What do they think?
I've got no doubt that they believe it, even if you don't.
Look, I know you feel it's very important for you to prove you are who you say you are, but frankly, I don't like your false accusations. So no matter what you have on that tape, don't you see, I don't want to be involved with you.
You are involved, Valerie. You have no choice. You are. Here, listen to this.
So we went to the clinic in Lucerne, Dr. Bryson's clinic, and he used the name Jim Dietrichson.
You want me to play it again?
No, it's true. He was just using Jim's name, and that whole summer that I thought it was Jeff Brown.
You still look surprised.
Lies always come as a surprise.
Valerie, I am not lying to me.
Look,
Please
look,
believe me. I am telling you the
Come
truth.
in!
Believe me, Valerie.
Jim,
I'm telling you the
Jim.
truth.
Hey, what's going on here? What's going on?
Difference of opinion.
Yeah? Well, unless you leave right now and you leave her alone, you and I are going to have a real difference of opinion. What was that all about?
He just ruined a beautiful dream.
Well, I'm not sure if I have enough talent to go on painting for the rest of my life, you know, to make a living at it. But I'm sure gonna try. If I fail, okay, at least I'll have the satisfaction of knowing I gave myself every chance.
Well, I don't think that you're going to fail. I mean, after all, the still life you gave me is very pretty. You do have talent.
Thanks. But I'm not kidding myself. I know it takes years to develop as an acceptable artist. There's so many things to learn, like dancing.
Hard work, I know.
An artist goes through so many stages, you know, periods of development. Not many people have the patience to understand that. My family sure didn't.
Why? They don't like the idea?
Oh, they liked my pretty pictures. I knew the only way I could get them to support an art career was by painting things they'd recognize, like portraits. Still lifes of fruit, flowers, and old bottles, and things like that.
But you want to do something more.
I want to go beyond the representational, to paint things that aren't there except in my imagination. Things that never existed. Beauty no one has ever imagined before. How's that for pretentious speech?
Sounds very nice.
I guess you have to have the dream before you can have the reality.
Where are your parents?
My mother died a few years ago, and my father is back home.
I thought you told me that your father was abroad.
You're moving your head a little to the right, Jody. Back the other way, please.
It's almost time.
I know.
Viva, get the car ready. Bring it around the back. And leave the motor running. Now I'm going in. I'm going to wait for her there.
All right. Be careful. Coming. Yes.
Calvin, what are you doing here?
Came to see you. I took a couple of days leave.
Well, you should have given me a little bit more notice you were coming.
Yeah, well, it kind of came up suddenly. I suppose I should have called. I'm sorry. Is it okay if I come in?
Well, what made you come to New York so suddenly?
Impulse, I guess. I decided that we needed to talk.
Well, I'm sorry, I just wasn't expecting you, and I'm very late today, and I have to be in rehearsal in an hour.
What for? The show's been running 6 months. I think the cast would know it pretty well by now.
They're changing one of the dance numbers. They don't have to. I think they do it just to aggravate us.
I see.
So, how's everyone in Monticello?
Some good, some bad. The usual ups and downs, you know. Oh, one piece of good news. Gavin may have a job directing a play at the Playhouse in Cincinnati.
It's terrific.
Yeah, this rich guy named Endicott fixed it up for him.
A great opportunity.
Yeah, well, it's not Broadway, but who knows, maybe he and Jody will come out east sometime and you can introduce them to this director of yours you admire so much.
It's fine. I'll do my best. Now, look, if you'll excuse me, I'm late.
Look, Star,
Home.
I don't want to tiptoe around the subject. I came because there's something I need to know.
Does this have anything to do with that other woman, Didi Bannister?
No, it has to do with you and me.
Well, what is it?
Are you going to have a baby?
What's the use anyway? I'm gonna be disbarred.
Yeah, guess we're all in pretty big trouble here, aren't we? I mean, because of this joke on Raven Whitney.
That's why we're here at this meeting, yes.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm a little scared about this whole thing. I mean, I've never been in a district attorney's office before.
There's no reason to be scared, Miss Martin. Although this is quite serious, this is not an official police hearing. Nothing you say will be recorded or used against any of you.
But we do need all the facts. We've got reason to believe that Raven is in serious danger, so I do want to hear it all.
Well, I should start off. I think I hold most of the responsibility. It was my theater group. I didn't like the idea from the beginning, but I did go along with it.
Hold on, Jim, wait a minute. Mike, you can't hold Jim responsible, really. He was against us from the beginning. He tried to talk us out of it. He was the only one who told us we were crazy.
And crazy we were. Unfortunately, I think I was crazier than most. You see, these were actors playing parts, but I, much to my regret, was foolish enough to play myself.
Brilliantly.
Chief Malloy, you can't blame Calvin for this. I mean, he was an innocent bystander by the time we pulled him into this thing. See, it was agreed that everyone who would participate in this would have to act out a little scene. And if Calvin pulled out, he would have ruined everything. So under the pressure, he went along with it.
I played myself, too. Clifford Nelson, attorney at law.
Attorneys are supposed to exercise good judgment, Cliff.
Why did you play this game?
Because Raven was going to take the theater away from us. Oh, Mike, if you could have seen Mitzi's face when we found that out. Oh, look, I don't want to offer any excuses. We were all guilty. It's just that, well, we didn't know that behind the scenes, everything was being manipulated by Smiley Wilson. My partner-in-law. Good morning.
Huh?
Well, you're in a good mood? What's wrong?
Remind me not to ask you for advice.
Why? I'm known for my advice. People no longer walk up to the street and say hello. They say, please advise me.
Well, never again. I went to see Grace Endicott last night.
I didn't advise you to do that.
No, but you were the one who kept crying insurance fraud. So I went there thinking she might let something slip. In a word, she was thoroughly disagreeable.
Thoroughly disagreeable is 2 words. I'm sorry, Didi. Well, what did you expect? Instant compliance,
I just thought I might get a hint from her reaction. I thought I handled it very well, too, considering.
Didi, you're a lawyer. Be a lawyer. Don't be a detective. You only get in trouble.
Okay, Cliff, so maybe it was a long shot. But don't forget, you were the one who suggested that Vince might have been put up to do that art gallery job.
Hey, it was easy. The guy's got 6 counts against him. What's grand larceny among friends?
Yes, but the art gallery job is the only one that falls into the category of grand larceny. Cliff, don't you see? It is the difference between 1 year in jail and 5 to 10. 1 year, okay, maybe the kid deserves it and it'll teach him a lesson. But 5 to 10 years and he'll be a hardened criminal when he gets out.
Didi, did you really think you could catch some big shots like the Endicotts by using this young punk?
Cliff, I was after the truth. You think it was a dumb thing to do, don't you? I put myself into a position that invited hostility, and that's exactly what I got. Suppose I'll ever learn?
Sure. With me as your advisor, you betcha.
You're a prince.
Well. Speak of the devil.
Hi, Vince. What's up?
Something I want to tell Miss Bannister.
Oh, privately?
No, that's okay. You being partners and all like that.
You got the floor.
Well, it's like this. I changed my mind. I decided I don't want you to represent me no more.
Vince, what brought this on?
Come on, Vince, don't be stupid. You're lucky to have her.
Well, the truth is, I just don't like lady lawyers. Yeah, so that's what it is, okay?
Vince, wait a second. Vince! Vincent! He never had anything against lady lawyers before.
Yeah, you should be happy. Your problem just walked out the door.
That proves it. Someone got him to fire me from his case, and I'll just bet the Endicotts had something to do with it.
Well, I know I haven't been sitting very long, but yeah, I'm getting stiff.
Well, you're brand new at this. Let's take a break, shall we?
Thank you.
Or better yet, how about if I buy you lunch? By the time you walk from here to Sid's Tavern, the kinks will be gone.
No, Chad, thank you, but I can't.
It'll help me a lot. The more I study your face, the better your portrait will be.
You know, I think we better call it a morning because you have seen enough of my face for one day.
The more I look at your face, the better I like it.
You're amazing. You keep forgetting that I have a boyfriend.
Oh, I haven't forgotten. In fact, I think about him all the time. But since he's leaving to direct a musical in Cincinnati,
No, thank you, just the same.
Same time tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Chad, how did you know Gavin is directing a musical? I never mentioned that this morning.
You must have. I mean, how else would I have known?
So listen, when can we expect that shipment then?